of the Summer Antifolk Festival. We have a lot of great music tonight. We have Gay, we have Marching Squares, Kid Lucky, Hamel on Trial, Bird and Prey,
Are you kidding?
Nico West, Jon Freeman. My name is Ben. Kicking off the evening is your host. He will be with you to introduce each act. Please welcome Daniel Saffler to the stage, everybody.
Hello. I feel a little limited actually right now. I'm not used to performing in front of children, a kid. And I'm like hoping that my act is not that offensive right now because it usually does use offensive language. Meantime, here we go. A clear mind to create is a difficult thing in society. Overwhelming, dominated by distractions. Money, entertainment, music, work, the whole boatload of bullshit makes it difficult to create. I have written a lot on subways and train cars. So what is it that makes me write? The pound and pulse of a deadline, others, version, a thought, an exercise, or a process? Really? I have to think this over and maybe get used to rewriting poetry. That's all.
Yeah, Sackler.
I've never seen Jon Freeman do a full show before. I think I've seen him once at at one of the open mics. I forget, but I'm really excited to hear what he has for us. So, anyway.
Jon Freeman.
Jon Freeman.
Hey.
So I'm gonna do pretty much all originals for y'all tonight. Actually, I have a confession. I don't do what would be called anti-folk music. I just do my own music. So I hope you all enjoy.
That's Antifolk.
On a slow train bound for Michigan, I'm reading all the letters that you sent, and I'm on my way to lose my mind and find myself again on that slow train bound for Michigan. And the papers here are full of heavy news. Somehow the beaten people pay their dues. I wonder if the colorblind men still play the blues with papers these days full of heavy news. And I used to have a place to rest my head. Upon my lover's breast I made my bed, dancing neath the willow tree like we were newly wed. And I used to have a place to rest my head. Within the inky night I find my way, and I haven't seen the light in 40 days. The last time that we spoke I just ran out of things to say. Within the inky night I find my way, and on that slow train bound for Michigan, I'm reading all the letters that you sent, and I'm on my way to lose my mind and find myself again on that slow train bound for Michigan. On that slow train bound for Michigan. This next one is called Jacob's Ladder. like a tree at the river bend, eyes bright as the stars above, her face thin and scorched by the eastern wind, filled with visions of my love. Weightless hands hold flames for the wicker man, head bowed down with innocence, thousand arms like the touch of a painter's hand, reaching through her silence. And we climb another rung on Jacob's ladder, no one ever seems to stop, and there's never time to question where I'm going. Perhaps I'll know when we reach the top. Hollow men wind a box holding melodies, ears spin on the banks below, needle notes find their mark floating through the trees, sinking deeper than we know. The sting of the elements leaves her footprints on the sun, meets the gaze of a boy sitting on the fence, knowing not what he has done. So we climb another rung on Jacob's ladder, no one ever seems to stop, and there's never time to question where I'm going. Perhaps I'll know when we reach the top. Actually an original, it's the only cover traditional that I'm going to do all night, but it's one of my favorites and I hope you all enjoy it. It's called The Water is Wide. That can carry two, and we shall roll, my love and I. There is a ship that sails to sea. It's laden deep, as deep can be, but not as deep as the love I'm in. I know not if I sink or swim. Oh love, be bonny and gay as a jewel when first it's new. Grows old and waxes cold and fades away like morning dew. against an oak, thinking it was a trusty tree. But first it bent, and then it grew. So did my love prove false to me. Oh, love, be bonny and gaze at you when first it's new. Always wanting more, never been knocked out cold before. But at last the arrow hit the mark. After you, babe, I'm seeing sparks. Have noticed in the morning light, your eyes are wild and burning bright. And though I don't confess in the dark, I'll admit, babe, I'm seeing sparks. Da-da-da-da-da-da, la-da-da-da-da-da. Da 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 da. Your world's perfect, can't believe I'm in it. Passion could strike at any minute, and your lips are an electric arc. After you, I'm seeing sparks.
I want to thank my family for coming out. These are my lovely cousins right here at the table. Come and say hi. Give the littler one a noogie for me if you walk by him. Here I sit upon a broken throne, and I am just a man of blood and bone. And there's an apple on my head, and I've never felt so alone. There's a silence in the whispering wood, and I've always been misunderstood. And there's men who want me dead, and I don't feel so good. And your child from the street is laying flowers at my feet. Through icy cold, through heat and flame, I always loved you just the same. My shoulders to the sky, hear the thunder cry your name. With the lion in a trance, you still got time to dance. With my fingers on the silver string, I handed you a wedding ring to mark the days I'm gone, the rider on the wing. And there's nothing I could want but a different world to haunt. And don't ask about my plans. Oh, they were written on your hands. Here I sit upon a broken throne, and I am just a man of blood and bone.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Jon Freeman. I'm going to be coming around with the mandolin tip jar. There's a suggested contribution of $5 per set. Please get something ready for Mr. Freeman as I come around.
You can actually pay me in MTA passes. Those are actually hard to come by these days. Does two more sound good? No, I
I don't want to just be friends. If I wanted it like that, I would have told you. And while I know what I want's not always what's right, it always feels right when I hold you. But I find in the end, it all slips away. So there isn't much left that I hold true, and I hope it's not cold to mean what I say. There are 1,000 others who could screw me just like you. After all that you said about your head being mixed up, I'm finding it hard to believe you. You say you're afraid of being alone, and you know that's not how I would leave you. I wish you could see, I just don't have the time to give my all to some girl who won't return it. And you always say there's so much to learn. Why don't you get out of my face and go learn it? And if you should change your delicate mind, if tomorrow your thoughts seem less twisted, then you might come around looking for your train home. I'll say it's gone and I'm sorry you missed it. Alright, I have one more for you all. Thanks so much for sticking around. Just hit the road, don't know where I'm going. My restless mind shows no signs of slowing, and this old wind never seems to blow me home. Just met a girl with her eyes like moonbeams, piercing the night as she looks right through me. Though we both know that there's nothing to see here. And I'm left singing this song for the open road, for my stories were waiting to be told. Though I've left countless words unspoken in the wake of friendships both bent and broken, this is a different path I've chosen now. My head was heavy, so my feet control me. I feel the weight of the earth below me. I've gone to find just how light I can be now. So I'm left singing this song for the open road. All my stories are waiting to be told. Said goodbye to those who know me well, to play the world in a game of show and tell. This is the day that my lonely kingdom fell. Don't bother coming along, I'll go my own way. Perhaps our paths will meet again someday, but if they do, don't expect me to stay long. I'll be singing this song on the open road. For my stories are waiting to be told. Yes, I'll be singing this song for the open road. For my lifetime's beginning to unfold.
Thank you all so much for singing. Thanks to the Sidewalk Café. I hope you all enjoyed the show.
Jon Freeman, everybody. Give it up, folks. We will be right back with more at the Antifolk Festival with Nico West in just a bit. Stick around. And once